What's poppin', y'all? Happy Yen Day. Happy Yen Day. All right, I'm gonna stop goofing off. But yeah, man, what's going on with y'all, man? Hope y'all having a great day. Hope you guys having a great weekend. Hope this week was very prosperous for you guys as well. You know what I'm saying? But you know how we do. We check in, do these readings, you know what I'm saying? You hear me? Hope you guys are having a blessed week too as well, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for visiting my channel. I am a blunt reader, so take everything I say. Don't take everything I say personally. Take everything I say with a grain of salt because things can and will change based on the choices and decisions that you make. Please be aware that the choices and decisions that you do make can and will affect the people around you, so please use discernment before making an impulsive decision. Okay? All right, yeah. Make sure you guys check out the description box below if you guys are trying to book with me as a list of my services as well. I gotta let you guys know this. So, sometime this month, I will be doing a universal year read where basically it's gonna give me, I'm gonna give you guys a rundown of like what to expect for the year 2023, and it's gonna be based off numbers, okay? I'm not sure if you guys are into numerology and all that other type of shit, but I am. I do incorporate that a lot in my readings as well. So yeah. Just giving you guys like a sneak peek, you know what I'm saying? It's like, there's also personal years like as well. So like, that's why I've been telling you guys to check the description box below and look at the life chart, because it's like, even though the universal year is going to be for the whole collective, like us as individuals, we have our personal mission as well, personal trials and tribulations that we're going to face each year. You know what I'm saying? It's a growth thing in the same sense. Like, even though like 9 is the highest number, then it goes to 10 and resets back to 1. You know what I'm saying? We repeat these lessons and they get harder every time, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So the familiar becomes harder, so it's still unfamiliar, if that makes any sense. Appreciate everybody who's been supporting the music as well. God bless the child that can hold his own. Chrome and Konsequences, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Make sure you guys go check out 1124 by my sister Sorrel Terry. She dropped that on her birthday, 1124. So it's a nice little EP. I'm pretty sure you guys would enjoy as well. But let's get this shit started, man. Happy Yen Day. I was fine. I guess you guys can tell I'm in a good mood, a good spirit, right? Yeah. That's what happens when you hang around family, man. Give me some messages for this Yen energy read. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? And what we need to be aware of? Okay. So we have discipline, a message about discipline for sure. New beginnings. I feel like one is finally getting, I want to say right with God, like finally making this, we have people who are making a connection with God and we have people who are disconnecting with God. In the same sense, like what I mean by that though is like someone has a positive way of thinking and someone has a negative way of thinking. And this is the reason why you're being called to use more discipline. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're going to act based off ego, like let's just say you got a clean slate and you're going to just act off ego because now like you ain't got nothing holding you back. You may be on the unfortunate side of things. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like somebody's about to get a wake up call. Definitely somebody's getting a wake up call. You know what I'm saying? So in the same sense, it's like somebody's about to take a huge blow to the ego. So in the same sense, like if I tear you down, I'm finna build you to fuck back up type energy. You know what I'm saying? Like you went through the bad, now it's time for you to go up and keep on hopping, making good choices. You know what I'm saying? Just going through it to get through it. But more like work on your manifestations. Like this could be money coming in too. So like, let's say that you get blessed, make sure you're making the right choices with the money that you're receiving, because the changes that have been brought to you, you're meant to make changes with other people, if that makes any sense. You're supposed to do some type of good. You're supposed to do something good for sure. You know what I'm saying? It's like you need to break free out of this like lack mentality, broke mentality, everyone's out to get me type mentality type shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like these are new beginnings that you asked for. That's gonna bring you stability, if that makes any sense. You feel what I'm saying? So you're gonna literally have to break free of this lack mentality, have some discipline. You know what I'm saying? Like don't sit here and just go splurging, buying shit because the money is there. You know what I'm saying? Save it for a rainy day. Put money aside or go donate it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you feel like you got all this damn money on you, Go bless somebody. You never know how you never know how that's gonna come back to you first and foremost, but also too, it's like you never know how you're gonna make somebody's day, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's get this shit going, man. Let's see what Tarot got to say about it. Give me some messages for this yin energy reading. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? And what do we need to be aware of? I love that sound. Holla, holla, holla. That's all. I just feel like the chorus be like holla, 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 holla. Wow, that's surprising. There's some things that need to be understood. So I guess there's a few things that needs to be explained. This is like missed opportunities here. Letting things pass you by, not focusing on your things that you've invested in, basically. So in the same sense, it's like, I feel like somebody's like very overly confident, way too cocky out here. Like, in the same sense, like I say earlier, like if you got all this money and you don't know what to do with it, go donate it, go bless somebody. You feel what I'm saying? Like invest in something. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be like one of these little goofy ass rappers out here going to buy jewelry and cars and all that shit just so everybody believes that they're famous and that they rich and they got money. You feel what I'm saying? Like these are poor choices, decisions. It's the reason why, like I was seeing earlier with this, like the 3 going down, the 3 was in reverse when I had rolled the dice earlier. That's all I'll say is like, you want to, basically it's like you finna go through some misfortunate shit. So it's like everything that was ego driven, ego built, all that shit's about to crash and you about to take flight. You feel what I'm saying? Like breaking these beliefs. You feel what I'm saying? Like raising the bar in the same sense. I kind of feel like you're discovering yourself in the same sense, like learning what you're made of, if that makes sense. Like breaking through like the norms and shit like that. So in the same sense, somebody could be out here changing religion. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I see people be like, oh, well, I don't believe in God, I don't believe in Jesus, I don't believe in that, but then they like Buddhism or, you know what I'm saying, the Hindu god with the 6 arms. I'm not sure like what that person's name is, or Gandhi and stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you, like people like that, like Jesus and Gandhi and Buddha, these people are ascended masters. You know what I'm saying? Like at least to me, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of us who are spiritual, we got different opinions about shit like that, but God, there's only one God, and everyone else that we're portrayed to worship, we're being like told to worship and stuff like that, whatever culture, these are ascended masters that lead us to God, if that makes sense. So I feel like somebody's like breaking this norm and understanding that, you know what I'm saying, it is one God, but it's like they don't have to sit here and stick to one religion to have a relationship with God, if that makes sense. Time is money, the 4 of Pentacles. This is like getting your shit together, you feel what I'm saying? Like, all right, well, I'm taking what I got right now and I'm about to run with it. I'm gonna make the best with what I can in the same sense. So this could be like, you know, breaking out of your shell and like figuring what you can get yourself into with this 4 of Pentacles. You know what I'm saying? What can you invest in? How can you make your money make money for you, if that makes any sense? You feel what I'm saying? The 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is like loss of finances. So in the same sense, I kind of feel like if somebody's sitting here like hoarding their money, like basically like being like penny pinching, like, man, I don't want to spend all my money, but then you start spending your money on fuck shit, right? So eventually like that money ain't making you no extra money, the shit you've been bullshitting buying, so you end up taking a loss. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's gonna call for these changes. Leaving some type of addiction behind, or leaving addictions behind, leaving people behind, people that you've been taking care of. It's time to put yourself first. Or actually, it's not even about just like putting yourself first. It's more of the fact of you needing to actually like see through the bullshit, see what you're doing, and that's causing this bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? Like I say, if somebody's like very overly confident, very cocky in regards to like how they treat people, how they handle business. You feel what I'm saying? And the thing is that shit flows smoothly for this person. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the reason why this person is super cocky. But this person is being forced to change. So far, I'm sorry I didn't call signs. There's Aries, Taurus, Leo, Capricorn, Virgo, Pisces energy. Yeah, I'm trying to get back in the habit of doing that, you guys. Like, I kind of feel like that's a very vital source of the story, right? So you guys can pinpoint who's doing what. It's more to it than just saying, oh, a motherfucker's gonna do this, that, and the third, right? Because y'all be asking like, well, who? Which one is it? Is it me? Only time will tell. Letting go of these burdens. So in the same sense, like when you do make this change with this 8 of Cups, you freeing yourself. All these cups, like, you had to fill up. And you know what? Motherfuckers will take them cups and go drink them and then, you know what I'm saying? Hit me. It's the bartender saying, you know what? Fuck you, motherfuckers. I'm tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So you may be wanting to change jobs. You feel what I'm saying? Like, change what you're doing because you feel burdened. You want to free yourself from that. If you were feeling overwhelmed, once you finally, like, make this change, like, all them burdens, like being overly committed and shit like that, all that shit's out the window. You know what I'm saying? 2 of Swords in reverse. After you free yourself, you'll have a lot more mental clarity. There's not going to be this mental fog. There's not going to be no kind of stalemate, confusion. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you actually going to be able to fucking make clear and precise decisions. You feel what I'm saying? I got Libra, Pisces energy with this, Sagittarius energy with the 10 of Wands in reverse. We're seeing delays here. So like I say, like, really somebody's like getting a reality check out here. The World card in reverse, like some things are not finished yet. You're going through delays because it's like you got to go through it to get through it type shit. You know what I'm saying? Being cocky is going to cost you these opportunities. You understand? The King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I feel like these are things that are literally at the forefront. Like, these are things that you're fully aware of, things that you've been thinking about. These are things that you've been told yourself. You've come to the conclusion that you basically would need to change your ways in order to receive your blessings. Otherwise, you're just blocking your blessings. You know what I'm saying? God's not allowing these things to happen. And you're going to have to work with what you got because of how cocky that you are. This isn't confidence. This is beyond confidence. Right now at this point, it's cockiness. And somebody's getting a reality check. What are the 3 of Wands? They're reversed. I'm gonna show y'all the shuffle. Can't nobody say I'm stealing no type of shit. Y'all actually see me shuffle these bitches. How the fuck would I be stealing any content? Knight of Pentacles. And so it's like, in the same sense, I kind of feel like you probably invested in the wrong shit. That's the reason why your crops ain't really coming in, why your ships ain't coming in. You know what I'm saying? That's why ain't nothing happening. No motivation. You know what I'm saying? So you may have invested in the wrong things, the wrong people, poor ideas, poor planning. I feel like this is poor planning with finances too. Somebody like burning through money. Look at these wands. The wands is usually fire, right? Somebody loves to burn through money. This is like some very cocky energy. This is, like I said, this is beyond confident. So it's like, in the same sense, like, I do get a lot of fire energy, but I don't really feel like this is a fire sign that's doing that, to be clear. But I do have Taurus, heavy Aries energy. And I have Pisces energy as well. You may have that placement in your chart somewhere. So also, I do want to say, make sure you guys check all the placements in your chart for the readings and shit too, because it'll all make sense at some point. But the reason why nothing is happening at all while you're burning through your money is because you're investing in the wrong people or the wrong things. Like, it's not going anywhere. There's no longevity with this shit. So you have to go back to the drawing board. Just try to hide. Somebody's two-faced out here. This motherfucker flipped over and still here between some other cards. Somebody's plotting your downfall. This person don't believe in God. They're plotting your downfall. They're being fake. Or in the same sense, this could be you lying to yourself, going against the grain. You know what I'm saying? God may be sending you messages and you're sitting here ignoring it. You feel what I'm saying? You sleeping on your blessings. Whoever this is, collective. You know what I'm saying? Point them out, point them out. Look, the God card trying to flip back up right. So I must be right on that. But yeah, you may be losing out because of you not wanting to grow. You may be like, this is completely ego driven. I'm not gonna front you. This is ego. This is the reason why, like, God doesn't operate off ego. God operates off love. So if you thought that this is like imposter syndrome, like you versus yourself, you letting your alternative ego get the best of you, basically. That's the reason why you may be losing out. You hear me? Well, there's 4 of Pentacles. Like I say, this person just basically runs through money. This person doesn't have no goals at all. This person basically collects money and spends money. I feel like this motherfucker sit at home and do nothing all day. This is somebody who gets taken care of. They just burn through money with no goals whatsoever. This person will probably beg you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you this I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today, head ass. You feel me saying? Like, sorry. Yeah, but that's what I'm picking up with that, bro. Like, you might be taking care of somebody, and it's literally taking a toll on you and your finances. So in the same sense, there's a reason why you end up cutting this motherfucker off and they lose financial stability. You tired of these little wimpy ass motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That's who do that, right? I gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. It's that nigga wimpy, bro. Look at it, there's no growth, bro. This person don't got no goals, don't plan on going nowhere. I swear I'm not just talking shit, bro. This person ain't got no motherfucking goals, bro. It's a dead end. Well, it's not a Pentacles in reverse. Oh, I hit the floor. It was a strength card. There's no confidence whatsoever. We're gonna do this again. The one on this 9 of Pentacles. This person plays the victim a lot too. I ain't gonna front you. I will not take all these extras though. Listen, man, this person really has no goals. No idea, dude. These people will literally wait for a fucking check. I feel like this person's like low income. You know what I'm saying? Like, this person literally like don't mind like losing out. Like, they get in where they fit in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're being warned basically to watch this person. This person's very patient. And this person always got a way to, you know, take care of their vices. But then they start asking you for money. This is a warning, like, hey, pay attention. Somebody's doing some shit excessively, you know what I'm saying? Like, because they know that you have a good heart, it's time for you to put some type of border up around your heart, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna wear it on your sleeve. These people are crossing you. You sitting here being patient, but still like receiving bad news. In the same sense, I kind of feel like this is hater shit, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you waiting for something and somebody backdoor you, and then like, let's say that you apply for a job, you told somebody about it, that you bring them in, they whole ass go backdoor you, and then you don't get the job, they got the job. You know what I'm saying? You're like, what the fuck? I told you about this job, nigga. How the fuck you fucking snake me? You know what I'm saying? Somebody came on the under, sitting here watching you, you feel what I'm saying? Like, watch it people that you hang with, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are being patient, especially if you're the smart one, especially like if you good with money, good with finances and shit like that. Keep that shit a secret, you know what I'm saying? Like, do for you first, and then like take care of them, you know what I'm saying? You'll never like get your blessings if you sit here and put everybody else before you. People are basically like stealing off your tray, stealing off your plate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you, and the thing is that you're so forgiving and you're so loving, it don't matter, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, at this point, like, you're starting to really get confused, like, bruh, like, what am I doing wrong? What the problem is that you're taking care of way too many people. Tell these motherfuckers no. Tell them to get in where they fit in, if that makes any sense. What are this 8 of Cups? Boy, turning your back. There's a lot of people turning their backs on people. Then they turn their backs for happiness. The reason why I say turning their backs is for the simple fact, like I say, when these motherfuckers shuffle, that motherfucker went. I was like, nah, somebody's like turning their back on happiness, you feel what I'm saying? Or they're turning their back so they can be happy. They can have this contentment, you feel what I'm saying? They see the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? They're tired of hearing the bullshit. All I hear is bullshit. In the back of my mind, it's a whole bunch of bullshit. I need some change, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be happy. I want to have this family life, you know what I'm saying? I want to get married. These are proposals, you know what I'm saying? In the same sense, somebody could be changing their mind about a marriage proposal too. I did pick up on somebody getting proposed to at Thanksgiving or some shit like that. It's some type of event. Like somebody's like regretting it out of something that they found out. It wasn't no good news. So I pick up that somebody rejects somebody's offer. You live in fantasies, nigga, I reject your deposit. What is to the was in reverse. Hey, this Seven of Swords motherfucker, that like, be careful with them. Like when you catch them, they gonna throw God in your face. You feel what I'm saying? Like this motherfucker gonna try to throw like, what would Jesus do quotes at you, Bible study verse quotes at you and shit like that. Be careful of that. But give up the shit that you've been fighting for before. When you see the reality of it, these burdens, you seen that you was fighting for nothing. You was overwhelmed for nothing. You had to, but it's like now, like with you being prideful, like you finna stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to hear no shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care about what the fuck I did in the past. Like yeah, I did it. Okay. Like there's like ain't no shame in my game if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I live and I learn. But you know what? I was able to live and fight another day. You motherfuckers might have been laughing at my struggles, but you know what? I'm still here today fighting. In the same sense, like I kind of feel like somebody gets upset that their partners is clowning them about their struggle. So I got Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole lot of tension, a whole lot of heated arguments, a whole lot of conversations, heated conversations. You know what I mean? It's mainly like this is a whole lot of pride. That's probably the reason why the strength card had kind of fell on the floor earlier, because it needed to be brought up later in the game. Like pride and ego is a reason why, in the same sense, like you know how like females be like teasing dudes like when they always out with their boys, like is you gay, you fucking your homies, and the dude get kind of upset like, well, why you gotta make some shit like that? In the same sense, it's like it's your beliefs, you feel what I'm saying? Like that's what's got you upset, you know what I'm saying? Like you with this woman or you with this man, but y'all ain't together building, you know what I'm saying? One person's picking it up. So in the same sense, somebody could be wanting to fight for a relationship in the same sense, if that's making any sense. Fight to keep a relationship, but somebody's over it. There could be two fire signs trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's way too many heated arguments, you know what I'm saying? Like one's coming from the heart, the other one's coming from the heart as well, but just on a different end, you feel what I'm saying? Like one looks at things, one looks at the cup half empty, the other one looks at it half full. And I know a lot of you guys, like those who's familiar with that saying, like I always say that looking at the cup half empty or is better than looking at it half full. Because in the same sense, like when you look at it half full, that puts a cap on your potential. All I gotta do is reach this level and I'm done. You know what I'm saying? So like I seen this shit at work where it say like the person who looks at the cup half full is an optimistic and the person who looks at it half empty is a pessimistic. But that go to show, you feel what I'm saying? Like perception is everything, you know what I'm saying? Like really take time and think things through. Like don't get caught up in your emotions, you feel what I'm saying? I got Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer energy, Scorpio energy. But there is some things that you're going to have to face, you know what I'm saying, and go through. You got to stand your ground. And this has nothing to do with gossip. This is just like standing on the shit that you stand for, if that makes sense. You're no longer confused about what you got to do. You feel what I'm saying? It's time to get busy. You know what I'm saying? Understand, like, to take your power back, basically. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the magician is a very creative person that have freed themselves of any type of illusion. You know what I'm saying? Make things happen, if that makes any sense. If I'm making any sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't spend so much time, like, thinking about shit, like, focusing on the wrong things. Like, you would be confused if it was this way. This is like being free. And now you're right back to the money, like setting yourself out this mental block, cutting people off that don't really mean you no good. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like, at the same time, it's like you're in control of how to love, what to say, and how to move. You feel what I'm saying? You're in control of that. What's understood ain't got to be explained, if that makes any sense. It's time for you to create your own life the way it's meant to be. You know what I'm saying? Everybody fights demons. You have to fight off these demons every fucking day. That don't mean that you got to beat yourself up over it. You know what I'm saying? Don't beat yourself up over mistakes that you made. You know what I'm saying? It's time to move on from that. This is still like prideful energy to me as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember when motherfucking, if you guys are familiar with SpongeBob, remember that motherfucker when it went into his mind and it had hella little SpongeBobs, and then like when SpongeBob got overwhelmed, all of them started burning everything. Like, dude had a complete meltdown. Like, that's what this is. Like, somebody could be having a whole ass meltdown, or they used to. You feel what I'm saying? Like, maybe you used to be a manic person. You feel what I'm saying? Or you used to have a whole lot of anxiety and shit like that. But you getting over that. I feel like you're starting to turn all this rage into something productive. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're freeing yourself of this rage. If that makes any sense. Freeing yourself of this rage. One on this world record in reverse. Need to get enough rest. Maybe there's a whole lot of arguments that's draining. That's the reason why somebody's delayed. Like, I kind of feel like somebody's constantly getting badgered about something. Like, it's like somebody runs to somebody for all their damn problems, and it's draining the shit out of somebody. That's the reason why somebody ain't moving as fast as they supposed to be. Somebody out here, like, feels entitled to you, basically. This is like somebody who's very bitchy, vindictive. You know what I'm saying? Like, got whole tendencies. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they want their lick back. This person, they always gotta have a last word. You feel what I'm saying? Always gotta have the last damn word. There's a reason why they always got shit delayed. You feel what I'm saying? It's draining to be around this motherfucker. You feel like you can't go nowhere, or this situation may not be going anywhere. If you're in a relationship and you constantly just like going around in circles, y'all never find a conclusion, that shit can become very draining, G. You ain't going nowhere, you know what I'm saying? Somebody always basically has the last word. And that shit drains you. So in the same sense, learn to say no responses to the response if you're dealing with a motherfucker like this. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody that's always got to be right. You can't teach this person nothing. You can't tell that person nothing. They very rude. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. What's understood ain't got to be explained. You know what I'm saying? No responses to the response. Like, all right, motherfucker, you win. You know what I'm saying? Like, you win. But I give the fuck up. Like, this ain't my damn battle in the same sense. You know what I'm saying? One of the Ace of Pentacles. Somebody's ancestors could be telling them to turn down some opportunity. There's better things coming. So in the same sense, like, I kind of feel like somebody does need to throw up a white flag and just really like take some time to themselves and really get back to their childhood. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, when I say childhood, like, I mean, like, get back to the things that actually make you happy, like when you was a kid. Like, I always tell people, like, I never grow up. I'm gonna always be a big kid. I'm an age, but I'm gonna always still remain youthful. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna play my video games and I'm gonna eat cereal and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do what makes me happy. So it's like you may need to reject a lot of things and really, like, you know, focus on what you want. You feel what I'm saying? Focus on these changes that need to be made. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you work yourself to death. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to feel trapped? You know what I'm saying? Like, and do you want to feel trapped in one opportunity? You feel what I'm saying? You want to be stuck doing one thing? Do you want to die doing this one thing? I feel like you're meant to do a lot more, excuse me, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? So stop looking at things through rose-colored glasses, because it's fucking up your opportunities. You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like maybe one's way of thinking has somebody grounded, like stubborn energy. You feel what I'm saying? Like somebody's acting like they're, in the same sense, like only Thor can pick up the hammer, right? So basically it's like you're running from your own hammer, if that makes any sense. You feel what I'm saying? Just to throw a little splash of color in that bitch. You feel what I'm saying? Like to lead us on the light note. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, like there's other shit out there. You feel what I'm saying? Like you may need to turn down a few things. It's like you're keeping yourself stuck in routine, if that makes any sense. When you need to take charge, take some action. Get out of situations that you're not happy about, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? It's also like good news. When you lose an opportunity, 8 more come back to you. In the same sense, like this is basically somebody is like hanging on to something, looking at something through rose-colored glasses. I kind of feel like you're looking at this shit through, like hanging on to some type of comfortability, if that makes any sense. You feel what I'm saying? Go ahead and bite that bullet in the same sense and watch how you, look how you, basically it's like, all this is manifestations, you feel what I'm saying? So there's something holding you back at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? But let that shit go and you'll be able to propel forward, basically. You feel what I'm saying? Soar, fly, you feel what I'm saying? Let me get you guys an angel message. Angel message number 167, angel message number 14, angel message number 5. Honestly, like with that 5 energy, man, like life is like in a Rubik's Cube, you know what I'm saying? Like it's always gonna be constantly make a move. Like look at it this way, like not everybody can solve it. Like I still ain't solved mine, right? You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand a certain aspect of life, you know what I'm saying? Like everything's gonna constantly keep moving, you know what I'm saying? Back and forth, up, down, left, right. Like they go in all different types of directions. So in the same sense, like with that being said, like you have to understand like every move that happens, because those who understand how to really solve that Rubik's Cube, they say there's a certain pattern that you have to deal with. Like with every move forward, one goes back, while, you know what I mean? Like I'm still learning myself. I can't really dig on that, so don't listen to me. I just, things that I've, you know, gotten, because I'm not going on YouTube to look up like how to solve it. Like I really want to solve this myself, you know what I mean? Because I really feel like it's something very vital to life with a Rubik's Cube. In the same sense, like you may need to like go back to that, or there's something that you need to realize, you know what I'm saying? Like break the norm, like whatever you've been taught, get away from that. And actually like things that you've been led to, you know what I'm saying? Like if you look at it this way, in school, we're trained and we're conditioned to act and be a certain way. You know what I mean? We're all structured to do things, this, that, and the third, right? We're being made out to be crazy if we want to do things our own way, yada, 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 yada. You know what I mean? look at it this way, like we need permission for us to do things that we want to do or things that we need to do, right? Think of that like very logically, very deeply, you know what I'm saying? Since it doesn't make any sense. But this will wrap up this Yin Energy reading. I appreciate you guys coming through, checking out, sliding the vibes, man. But I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the Yang Day. Peace.